How y'all doing out there? Happy Friday. I wanted to say, Senorita, how we looking over there? Can you guys see me? How we looking? I seen like we fell off real fast, real here. Hey guys, how y'all doing? I'm Doug Bess on the Doug Bess Show. Tomorrow we're gonna have the great Doctor Reverend Floyd Harris on the Doug Bess Show, and we know Dr. Floyd Harris is a warrior. I mean, he's a revolutionary, black revolutionary, and he's a community activist and he's a preacher, a minister of the gospel. But tomorrow we're gonna do something a little different. We're gonna see if we could talk to the Floyd Harris, the person. Floyd, what you like? Who are you? Are you a father? You're a grandfather, a husband? All the different things. What did you do when you was growing up? We know all about the missionary things and the revolutionary things that he does every week. With feeding the people, feeding the hungry, stepping out and trying to be a social activist. But what about the man, Floyd Harris? And Sunday, we're gonna have the dog whisperer, Mr. Boucher Ware. Mr. Boucher Ware. And he not only um, take care of dogs and train dogs and do cesareans on dogs and do all those different things. He hauls, he moves people. He's a handyman. He's a father. He do all kinds of different things. We're gonna step out a little bit, and then I'm just want to show you guys something real fast, real fast. Cut that down over there. And so, if anybody was ever having any second thoughts about a podcast, I'm not sure if all you guys are aware. You see that up there? It says Charlemagne the God. He got a contract for 5 years to do a podcast for $200 million. And later on, there's another article, Forbes. Let's see if we can trade it off here. Just stay with me 1 second right here. I'm trying to find the other one where it says that he got a lot more money than that. Charlemagne the God for the grace to cover of Forbes magazine. A regular guy, just like me and you. If there's anybody out there that don't have no understanding about what we trying to do here on the Doug Best Show, just listen to me. I ain't gonna take but just a couple of minutes. I ain't gonna take but a couple of minutes. If somebody's getting $250 million for 5 years, that's $50 million a year. How many people could we hire on the Doug Best Show? How many people could we help on the Doug Best Show? The Doug Best Show, the podcast for the people. Look up there. $250 million for a podcast. And what is he doing? He doing what I do 7 days a week. Talk to people, interact with people, having social people skills with people, motivating people, inspiring people. This is what the Doug Best Show is all about. If anybody ever had any doubts. You see Charlemagne, I love my brother. He's doing all the right things. But what's saying that we can't do that here in the city of Fresno, California? What's saying that we can't make the Doug Best Show a similar show in that genre, podcasting? Nothing's saying it, because I already got it in my mind. As we go into 2026, as you guys, hey, right now, y'all eating a little tacos. Y'all eating a few tacos with Dougie. You on the Doug Best Show. My senorita cooked the tacos, but I've been bombasting around over here on the technical end of this thing in the Doug Best Show for a few minutes in the tacos and got a little close. Guys, just stay with me right here. If you could just stay with me and just listen to me. If we got anybody out there, share the podcast. Charlemagne and his friends on the Breakfast Club, they got the sponsorship. iHeartRadio, Netflix just gave the man $200 million. But we ain't asking for no money. We're not asking for no money. What we asking for is just the support of the people. And if at any time, ever, that you see me doing something wrong, man, you could call me on the phone and say, Doug, cut that bullshit out. Or you could come down here to the Doug Best Podcast at Best Taxes and come talk to me and say, Doug, we need to talk about this. I was just at the bank, Chase Bank, right there on Garland and Blackstone, and I'm talking to the bank president. And I said, man, I'm struggling getting more and more subscribers. He says, Doug, I watch your show. I said, man, come be on the show. But they got something called a fiduciary responsibility. He can't come on because if he tells somebody anything about finances and they lose their money, he might lose his license. But what he said, have you watched Joe Rogan? Yeah, I watched Joe Rogan. He says, did you realize that Joe Rogan just got $100 million contract? Look, stay with me, guys. Joe Rogan just got $100 million contract. Can you guys see that up there? For a podcast. What if the Doug Bess Show got $100 million contract? How many people could I help? And I don't need the money. How many people could I help? How many people could I give a job to? $100 million. This is Joe Rogan. $100 million contract. But what are they talking about? The same things that we talk about all the time? Real life situations. Yeah, guys, I'm your friend out there on the Doug Bess Show, and I got to find a way. I got to find a way with everybody's help out there to make this show a success. I talked to a young lady today. I think hope I could say her name right. Janae Ghostin. I was at CMAC the other night. CMAC is where they trained me at to start doing podcasts. And she won the award. She go to my friend Marvin James Church, right over there by Nielsen Playground. Her name Janae Ghostin. We talked to her. I talked to her just briefly there, and I said, man, today when I was texting her, I said that only God would cause us to meet in the same place at the same time. And there's guys, if you know out there, man, I don't care who you are. There's no burning the bridges. We need people. You could be a Superman like I thought I was, but you can't do everything by yourself. We need the people. And in order to make the Doug Bess Show one of the biggest shows in the world, it's going to be 2026, I'm giving my all. 2026, I'm giving my all. And I'm going to be trying to lean on all my friends and all my family and everybody that know and loves me and respect me. And then you guys know, I'm not no bullshit artist. If I tell you that I'm finna give 100%, that's what I'm gonna do. So look, if Charlemagne the God could get $250 million, and I invested $1 million, and then the return was $50 million, and then the return was $50 million. I spent $1 million of my money, and the return was $50 million, and I was able to hire 200 people. Can you see it in your mind? Can you see it in your mind? Hey, guys, I'm your friend out there on the Doug Bess Show, and listen. Hey, guys, I'm not sure if you have just looking around. I've been all over the world, baby. Mexico, England. We've been to France, Paris, France. We was in Rome, Italy. We was in Rome, Italy, all the countries in Italy for about 18, 19 days. Where else we been, Normita? We've been to Mexico City. We've been to Japan, Tokyo, on the high-speed rail, everywhere. Everywhere I go. It could be little bitty kids. It could be old people. It's all kinds of people, everybody that we see. Everybody that we see. And just sit down right there, little mom, and talk to the people for a couple of minutes. Pull that chair up. This is my senorita right here. We just going to talk to you guys for just a few minutes. Hey, man, this is the Doug Bess Show. I need you guys' help. Just like when Donald Trump, you could pull it up and just say if the microphone should be working. Just like when Donald Trump say something to him, yeah, it's there. You could talk. Yeah, just like when Donald Trump was running for president and started somewhere, he said, I need you guys' vote. Just when Governor Newsom started running to be the governor of the state of California, he said, I need you guys' vote. When the Honorable Mayor Jerry Dyer said that he wanted to be the mayor of Fresno, he said, I need you guys' vote today. Me and my senorita, look at the people. Man, we saying we need you guys' help. To make the Doug Bess Show one of the biggest shows in the world. How? Just tune in, If you guys know somebody that you know that want to be a guest on the show, call me. Every time you see it, share it. Anytime something's happening in the city and the people in a position of power ain't paying you no attention, call me. And if something real and it ain't no bullshit, we'll put it on the air. And then you guys know, everywhere you go in the city, you see my name on a telephone pole. Every time you open up Facebook, you see my name or you see my son, so fresh in there on the media, the social media. Man, artificial intelligence and the social media, it's not going nowhere. It's like 30, 35 years ago, Bill Gates says that he wanted to make every house in the world have a computer. 30 years ago, Steve Jobs said that he wanted everybody in the world to have a phone to be able to communicate. Today, I'm saying I want to have millions of people listen to me. Millions of people. What is he talking about, millions of people? He just a little black guy from Fresno. It all starts somewhere. But if I got the vision and I got the strength, the mental strength and fortitude to keep going, I just need everybody's help. And then look, if Fresno becomes more and more famous and popular from the Doug Bess Show, everybody benefits. I'm not in this one for the money. I'm in this one to give the people a voice. A voice to talk to the rich, the famous, other people all over the world. It's crazy. I see the guy, Roger Bonds. He used to be Diddy's security guard. He's on Facebook every day, and I'm communicating with him back and forth every day, even though he hasn't responded. I see DJ Envy. He's on the Breakfast Club. I'm communicating with them people every day, even though they haven't responded. But I don't really care because I know what I'm capable of doing and what the people can make everything, what the people could do. Say something to the people, Senorita, please.
Okay, it's the best show in the community, the dog best show, but we have to grow. We have to be expand the horizon to try to get more um,
Subscribers and followers.
subscribers. In, that's gonna be in order to help the people.
Help the people, and then guys,
Yes,
look.
that we need your help. You need our people, our community to grow.
Yeah, guys, listen. Just because I'm a black guy and she's a Hispanic guy, we need all the people, the white people, the Asian people, my shoulder surgeon that's gonna operate on my shoulder, Dr. Kiko Amano. She's an Asian, and she was saying, "Well, what is your show all about?" I said, "Just real life things that we talk about. Some days, I might be in a mood, just to play with my cats. I might do a show, a podcast about black guys that like cats. And I got to say this right now. Usually black cats don't like cats, but I love the cats. And then, I was telling my senorita this. If we get the show and it grows to where I know it's going to grow, you don't have to do no more notaries and none of that stuff no more because we making enough money where I could hire 50 people, 100 people. As the show grows, it's a business. I seen my friend Janae Ghostin. She was saying that she believe in God, and I believe in God. And she says that that she want to be able to go in the podcast genre arena wherever God allows her to go, and I agree with that. But at the bottom line, a podcast is a business, and a podcast is a business, and so as that being a business, you're gonna need people to work. And that's where the money comes, and the money be just filtered right back out into the community. What else you thinking, though, Senorita? You could talk
Yes,
to the people, Mexican people too, baby.
correct. Like you said, the dog best is a business, but that is not for really for the money because we don't need
You
the
don't.
money to live because we already have it.
Hmm.
But it's, it's going to be to retribute it more to the community, to the people that they need something. We're going to get more
Hmm.
to um, try to help. Try to help. That's the purpose, the main purpose of the Dog Best show.
Yeah, I agree with that 100%. And sometimes I've seen today when Charlemagne the God, $250 million, and the lady was trying to press him about the money, and he didn't want to talk about the money too much. But listen, guys, I ain't finna make no excuses about uh, God been good to me. I ain't finna do that. So, so even though we got like a new Lexus over there, and we don't drive the Lexus, I got the Lexus, so I'm not gonna be so intimidated that I'm not gonna say, "Hey, man, we got a new Lexus." But sometimes we might talk about that. But the bottom line is, tomorrow we gonna have Doctor Doctor Reverend Floyd Harris Jr. on the Doug Best Show about 12:30, and we gonna have lunch. We gonna go to Chef Paul. We gonna support another black business, a small business, and Dr. Harris. We gonna talk about Dr. Harris, the man, Floyd Harris. Sunday, we're gonna have Boucher Ware, the dog. Boucher Ware, he's the dog whisperer, and he's an entrepreneur. And we're gonna talk about entrepreneurship and him being father, going through fatherhood, all those different things. And then each week, I'm gonna try to do somebody. If I gotta find an engineer at Fresno State, if I gotta go find a, if I gotta go find a nurse, if I gotta find whoever I could get to be on the show that's gonna add some value to the people's lives. That's what I'm gonna do. But I need everybody out there. This is a plea. This is a campaign to make the show grow. I can't do it all by myself. I could work myself to the bone. My senorita could work herself to the bone, but we need everybody out there. White people. Lisa Jones, talk to your people, baby. Mexican people. The senorita, all your people. Cynthia, everybody. You could be anywhere in the world, and that's what the beauty of a podcast is. I was texting to my friend Alfred Ford today, and I was telling him about artificial intelligence in the podcast. He probably thought, man, is this Negro going crazy? No, I'm not going crazy. Because somebody somewhere told somebody one time that we're going to go to the moon, John F. Kennedy, and they thought the man is crazy. We went to the moon, now we got the space shuttles that goes all over the world. We flew from here to Japan 14, 15 hours. So sometimes if your mind ain't, if you don't have the vision, and somebody say, this guy just got $250 million, hey man, I'm worth twice that, three times that. And somebody saying, is he crazy? Sometimes you got to be a little crazy and think outside the box to go as far as you could possibly go. But we need the people. We need to make the Doug Best Show as big as possible for the people so the people will have a voice. This is a platform for the people. All you guys out there, me included, the regular people, and you guys just tune in. And Senorita, say something to them. If you want to talk to them in Spanish as we leave, she feel more comfortable. I could see when you was, man, talk to the people. I want the Mexican people, the white people, the Asian people, the homeless people, the rich people, the police people, everybody. Tune in to the Doug Best Show. This is a podcast for the people. Go ahead and talk to them.
Lo mismo, o sea, nosotros necesitamos a toda la comunidad, no nada más una raza, somos una comunidad multicultural, por lo tanto necesitamos el apoyo de todos. The Dog Best Show es para la comunidad,
Mm-hmm.
para la gente,
Mm-hmm.
y es una de las herramientas que en esta época tenemos para poder hacer más. Necesitamos el apoyo de la comunidad para hacerlo. Nosotros solos no podemos. Necesitamos el apoyo, necesitamos de sus suscripciones, necesitamos de sus comentarios cuando se haga un podcast. es importante para nosotros saber que a ustedes les está interesando los contenidos y que con esto nosotros podemos aportar algo para las personas, para la comunidad y para todo aquello que lo requiera, pero sí necesitamos de su apoyo.
Gracias. And then for you guys that do Doug understand Spanish? Of course I understand Spanish. What she was just said, just in a nutshell, is man, the Doug Best Show is for all of us, nosotros, us. And it's important that we have a voice. If something happened right now in the city, I say this all the time. Hey man, can you call the Honorable Mayor Jerry Dyer and tell him, say, man, this what's going on? I can't call him. I'm a successful businessman. I'm independent. I don't know if you guys can. If something happened in the state of California, can you call the governor Newsom? I can't call him. I don't know nobody. If something happens really big, and we need somebody to get in touch with President Donald J. Trump, I don't know nobody. But if we got 1 million people on the Doug Best Show tuning in, and we say something on the Doug Best Show, it's got the power. It's got the power to transmit to whoever it is, and they'll get that information to them. That's what the show is all about. It's so they got a couple of powers, and then I'm going to close. You could be President Donald Trump. I'm not going to say he got absolute power, but he got such great power and magnitude from that position that he has that he could call the National Guard, he can call the Army, he can call the police chief or whatever it is, and he can get anything he did that he won't did. Or he could call the Federal Reserve and get them to change the interest rate. Or the Honorable Jerry Dyer here. He has a certain amount of real power. But what happens on the Doug Best Show, if we got hundreds and hundreds of thousands of people, little bitty people, we got a voice. And that's power too. So they got all kinds of different kinds of powers in the world. And ultimately, all the power rests with us, the people. It rests with us, the people. And I'm your friend. This is my senorita. I'm Doug. This is the Doug Best Show, and I'm asking all the people to, if somebody out there, you're going to see this and you're going to share it. I was look on here right now. We don't have that many viewers right now, but we on Facebook Live, but don't mean nothing. Everything starts somewhere. Everything starts small, and I appreciate you guys' time. I'll see you guys tomorrow with the Reverend Dr. Floyd Harris Jr., and I'm your friend. Nos vemos.
Nos vemos. Esperamos ver sus suscripciones.
Subscribe. Go to the Doug Best Show on YouTube and subscribe. We're your friends, baby. We're here for you. Thanks. I'll see you guys
Gracias.
soon. Gracias. Muchas gracias. Thank you very much.